So raise amount. In crowdfunding, you should expect to raise a minimum goal to launch your product or service. The reason this is important because I had several conversations with potential clients that wanted to come on our platform, and they want to raise, $300,000, $400,000. And not saying it's not possible, but you have to factor in the fact that you don't have a business as of yet. In most cases, when you're in a pre-seed stage or the friends and family stage, you typically don't have a business. You don't have a track record. You don't have traction. You don't have customers. You don't have user base. You don't really have anything, right? So you're raising the money to jumpstart your business, to get these things done. So when you're trying to aim high, in most cases, you would be unsuccessful because many people will not back your campaign up because there's nothing to show for it, right? So what we do is we tell our clients, what is the minimum amount that you need? The minimum bare amount that you need to take your product or your service from point A to point B. What is that minimum amount? That's the goal that we need to shoot for, with other factors, which we'll go over in the upcoming videos. But you need to figure out, what is the minimum amount of capital I need right now to take my company from point A to point B, or to take my product from the prototype stage to actually development stage, right? So always keep that in mind. What is the minimum amount I need? Now, you never want to show your real goal. You may need 50,000, you may need $100,000. But again, what is the minimum? So the whole idea with crowdfunding, you always want to aim at getting your minimum goal first. Then you have what's called the stretch goal. The stretch goal is considered the extra money you receive. So even though your real target may be $50,000, because you may have to, do extra things with that money, but the moment you reach your minimum goal and you're still within your campaign days. So let's just say if you're running your campaign 30 to 45 days and you end up raising your minimum goal is $15,000. You end up raising your minimum goal within 30 days. Those additional days that you have left in your campaign, those would be considered your stretch goal. So just because you reached your minimum goal on a crowdfunding platform doesn't mean your campaign stopped. You are still able to receive capital, contributions to your campaign up until the end of your campaign date, the deadline date. So that additional money would be your stretch goal, would be, the excess money that you receive. Only thing that we ask for our entrepreneurs and our startups is, make sure you notate that if you end up raising more than what your minimum goal is, explain the use of funds. If my minimum goal is 10,000, but if we end up raising 20,000, that additional $10,000 will go towards XYZ. It'll go towards, marketing. It'll go towards hiring an assistant. Make sure, people want to know where their money is going. So that has to be explained in your campaign. So again, always focus on, just make sure you focus on what is the minimum amount of capital that you need to get started. Everything else will come along. So what are Wall Street fees? How much does it cost? And I get this a lot. What does it cost to get on your platform? So again, this is specifically for reward-based offering. To get on our platform, our onboarding fee is $0. You don't pay anything to create an account on our website, on our platform, create a campaign, launch a campaign. It doesn't cost anything. So we have made capital raising easier than ever, but it does come with a cost, as you can see that I have laid out in front of you. So again, getting on the platform, it doesn't cost you anything. The next thing you have to that you see on here is processing fee. The processing fee we cannot control. The processing fee comes from Stripe, or currently, while making this video, because we updated our platform, we may have an alternative processing company. But I'll update this video and I'll update you guys on if the processing fee may change. But currently right now, the processing fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents. And that processing fee comes out of each transaction of the backers, right? So every time somebody contribute $25, $100, $500 to your campaign, 2.9% of that will come out of that contribution. It doesn't come out of the full total capital raise, it'll come out every processing transaction that these contributors um, contribute to your campaign. And then the last thing you need to know, be aware of, is our fee, which is this, which we call success fee, 5%. So if you successfully raise capital on our platform, our success is your success. If you're unsuccessful raising capital, we don't get paid. All the money go back to the backers, and that's it. We have to go back to the drawing board and try it again. However, if you're able to successfully raise your goal on our platform, that's when our fee come into play. So that's why we tell people, when you're raising money, always factor in the fees that will come out of the capital raise. So if your minimum goal is 10,000, understand that 5% of that 10,000 will come out of that as well. So you won't walk away with 10,000. You're going to walk away with 10,000 minus 5%. So you always want to factor in the fees when raising capital on any platform, not just our platform, but any platform. So what are the qualifications that we look for? It is our job as a company and as a leadership team to make sure we protect not only our entrepreneurs and our startups, but also protect our investors and backers. And one of the ways is making sure that we vet these companies to make sure we have legitimate startups and legitimate entrepreneurs that come on our platform and looking to raise funds from the crowd, from the public. So one qualification is your business must be registered. You can't come on here and be a sole proprietorship and you don't have a legitimate business. You must register your business. You must be a LLC or a corporation. Second thing, you must have an employee identification number. Why? Because if you raise a certain amount on our platform, we will have to send you, I think it's a 1099K form. So again, we have to send a form out if you raise over $20,000, and it's also let us know that you have a legitimate company. The third thing, must have a business bank account. And these are business fundamentals. Like if you're starting a business, you need to have this stuff anyway. So you must have a business bank account, because we want to make sure when you successfully raise capital, the funds is going directly to your business and it's not going to your personal account. And who knows what you would do with that money. We want to make sure our backers and our investors are comfortable with giving you their hard-earned money and making sure you do right by it. The fourth thing, you want to make sure you have a pitch deck. We require every entrepreneur to have a pitch deck. This is going to help you in the long run, especially if you plan on raising, funds from angel investors, or venture capital firms or venture capitalists. So you always want to have a pitch deck. And the last thing, we want you to have a prototype. It could be a prototype, it can be a mock-up, it can be a blueprint. You want to have something to display to your crowd. You can't just say, I want to raise capital to build an iPhone or build a box or whatever the case may be, and you don't have anything. Like you don't have a picture, you don't have no visualization or anything, and people are visual. So if you don't have anything to show, it's not that we're being strict, it's kind of helping you out in the long run, because if people are able to see something, what they're putting their money behind, and have that anticipation to see it fully develop, it will help you in your campaign. So we ask that if you're developing some form of product, we ask that you have some form of product mock-up that you can actually show your potential backers or your community, for those individuals who want to contribute to your platform. So, and documents and requirements, we ask that, and through our crowdfunding platform, you will see where they'll ask you to upload these documents. So state registration, we want to see that your business is active and is incorporated and is in good standing, whatever state that you're incorporated in. And then we have a Crowd Wall Street MOU agreement, which you have to sign. And that MOU agreement, it just really break down our agreement, what we expect from you and what you should expect for us, and pretty much give you a breakdown of what we would do on our end as far as helping, promote, market your campaign, and making sure that we help get your ducks in order before launching on our platform. So these are the two primary documents that we would need. I don't think this is too much to ask for. Again, our job is not only to help entrepreneurs and startups raise capital, but it's also our job to help protect our backers and our investors to make sure they're comfortable with contributing their money to the startups that we bring on our platform. If we're bringing fraudulent or startups or companies or entrepreneurs that's not ready, they're not serious, it makes our platform look bad, and it just makes our job that much harder. So that completes this video. Again, thank you for learning. We encourage you to move forward to the next video. I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you understand what it takes to get started on our platform, and then the requirements and qualification that's set before you. Again, if you have any questions after watching this video, you want to talk to someone from the team based on what you learned today, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot us an email at support@crowdwallstreet.com. That's support@crowdwallstreet.com, and somebody from the team will respond to you and answer any questions that you may have. So see you in the next video. Make sure you share this video